You want to go feed the chickies? Let's go feed chickies.
Did you just want to see them up over?
We're gonna do the morning chores today. It's in here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Still learning where everything is. This is dairy.
Does it say D on it?
It says D. Everything is new here. The barn is new, the setup is new. I still am learning, like, where's the feed? Where are the minerals?
You mean like unfamiliar?
Unfamiliar.
There's 2 smaller white bags.
Minerals. Got that? We're gonna do the ladybug this way. This way. Which, we need her buckets out there, water's out there. Do we need to turn water on?
Yeah.
Now? Alright, let's go.
What'd you say?
Let's go take the feed out. We're getting there. Oh, that's nice. Lights in each stall.
Mm-hmm.
Big muscles. And dump it in, okay? There you go.
That's for later.
Good job. That's good. Tried to do an intro like 4 times here, and each time I get interrupted because
That was a bad intro. Why'd you get so close to the camera?
tried to do an intro like 5 times now, and each time I get interrupted because I'm doing something wrong or I don't know where something is. This is all so unfamiliar. It's new to me, new barn, new routine, not knowing where things are or what happens next.
Yeah, say open please.
This needs
Daddy,
fixed.
I'll
Let's go do ladybug.
Alright, we'll wait for you.
When you first move on to a homestead or a farm, whether it's a brand new one, you're starting from scratch, or it's an existing one and you're just learning about it and taking over it like we are, you don't want to have too many animals because there are so many things that you're not expecting that you're going to have to take care of and do and fix and figure out. If you're also at the same time having to feed and care for a bunch of animals, you're going to be in over your head.
Oh, chickies.
There we go.
Yeah, bad chickies. I just put a stone on it to hold it shut.
Hey.
Hey.
Girls. I'm gonna attempt to put this fly mask on Ladybug. I've never actually done this. Okay, back up, girls, back up. Hold on. Just for example, today, you know, we're watering and feeding the cows and the chickens, and there's a couple problems that I have to take care of. The first off, we don't have a really good system for watering the cows in the pasture. My in-laws didn't have any large livestock in this pasture, so there's no lines that are already run here. So we just got a hose run, but there's an issue with this hose. The hose, we moved from the other house and we couldn't get this disconnected, so it's just an open end. And this open end just sits in here and fills the water tank. There's no way to turn it on or turn it off. So if it gets knocked out of the tank when the girls come and drink, like will probably happen in a second here, it just pours out onto the ground. It's a small problem. All I have to do is find a pair of channel locks and fix the hose and disconnect it. But it's gonna be time consuming. It'll probably take me an hour today to find the tools in the boxes. You know, all of our tools are in boxes. Hi, Ladybug. I don't even know where there are channel locks. And this is why when you move onto a new homestead, at the very beginning, you're excited and you want all the animals. You know, you want to get your chickens there day one and get some sheep and some goats, but don't. Because there are so many little things to do, and having animals makes it that much harder to care for the problems, and it also makes it that much more serious of a problem. This water issue would not be an issue if there were no cows that needed a drink. But these cows need a drink. Fortunately, it's not too hard to keep these 2 cows well watered with that trough, so it's not a big problem. But if we had like 10 cows here because there's tons of grass up there and we should have a beef up there and let's sell some beef, it'd be a much worse problem, a much bigger deal, it'd be an emergency. So this morning I gotta fix these water lines, and there's another problem over here I'm watching happen right now. Let's go over here. While I'm back here doing the water, I noticed the door on the barn is cracked open, and now there's going to be a bunch of chickens in the barn pooping, creating a mess. They're not supposed to get in the barn, but there's an issue with this door, another small problem, unforeseen, that needs fixed. Here we are, chickens making a mess. I'm gonna use my bird dog to help me get some chickens out of here. Come on. Get out of here, get out of here. Get. Come on, pup. Get him. Out of here. Get him out, get him out. Go. Get. Oh, get that one. Pup. Let's get this one. Get that one. Get him. Get Chicky. Get Chicky. There we go. Pup, over here. All right, we got him. So this is another issue that I have to fix, and really soon, because every day this just adds stress. This door, it closes good from the bottom, but when you're out here and you close it from the bottom, you can't get back in. And it has this really handy little latch up here that will close it from the top. However, over time, I guess that spring is worn out, and so now that latch no longer keeps the door shut. So I can push it closed, and it just pops right back open. Right now this door isn't working both ways, and we're using a rock, and that's just, I hate stuff like that. I hate working with bootleg infrastructure. Not this is great infrastructure, but like putting a rock in front of the door instead of just fixing the problem. If you only have a couple chickens, you know, and you moved on to the homestead, it's easy to care for the problems. But if you got chickens and cows and goats and pigs, you so much time spent caring for the animals, you won't have time to fix the infrastructure. And why am I bringing this up today? Well, because some of you have been asking, where are the goats? Superfan Sathis, he comments a lot on the channel, has asked us, can you show us your goats and Kay's aunt's herd? So not only Sathis, but a lot of you have been asking, where are the goats? What's going on with the goats? We have not brought the goats onto the farm yet, and the reason why is this. We have got to get settled in, get our routines down, get the infrastructure in place. And fortunately for us, we've had help both from, first off, here at the farm with the animals that are here. Kay's mom has been caring for the chickens as she has been. Now she has our chickens and our ducks, but she's been taking care of the chickens and the eggs, helping out just the everyday stuff for them, which has allowed us time to get settled in and unpacked and set up. And on the goat front, Kay's aunt, who has the big goat herd over the hill, she's been keeping our 2 girls with all the other girls and caring for them, which has allowed us time to get established here and set up and ready. It has been a huge help having family here who not only is willing to help but also has more experience. My mother-in-law has more experience with chickens than I do. Kay's aunt has more experience with goats. So not only are they willing to help, but they're an incredible resource, and thanks to both of them for helping us with the animals and livestock. So now we can't put it off forever. We do have to get our goats over here, and we're planning on it this week. But first we need to prepare. And with that in mind, I thought today I would just get that point across. A lot of you watching have been waiting to homestead for years, maybe saving money, getting out of debt, shopping around for the perfect place, and then you finally get it and you're planning on moving in and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna get my chickens day 1. I'm gonna show up and there will be chickens and I'll have farm fresh eggs day 1. And that's really exciting and fun, but don't do that. Instead, move in, get settled. Don't bring any animals onto the homestead week 1. Focus on everything else, because every day the chores take time, take effort, take brain space. And when you're moving into a new place, you're using all that time, effort, and brain space just getting settled in and unpacking boxes, and you know, you got a lot of other things going on. I'm talking about this today because even yesterday I had to catch myself. I was out here looking at the girls. As you've seen, we've set them up on grass. I love watching animals mow grass for me. There's nothing I like more. Well, that's not true. There's other things I like more. But I do really enjoy watching cows mow the grass. And I started thinking, oh man, we got to get more cows out here. So much more grass to be mowed.
Maybe we could do some beef.
We're gonna have a lot of cow poops that need cared for. I gotta get a chicken mobile pen house up on the field that I can tow with the machine. And then the chickens can be moved each time and scratch all the poops.
We'll have a perfect permaculture mountain.
Yeah, whew. Dude, chill, just chill. The best thing you can do when you get onto your new homestead, give yourself a little time, don't get any livestock, don't get any animals. Then when you do, just get one. One, if you have experience with it, like we have, maybe 2, like what we're doing now, chickens and the cows. But then just give yourself time to learn about the place. Right now, I'm about to embark on a really serious, hard look at this place. I want to observe this place here. I want to really learn about it, see what are the resources that we have here. What are the limiting factors? What limitations are imposed on us with this property and the current infrastructure? What does this place already have that we can use? What does it need? This observation phase, you should take a long time with. So get yourself your first bunch of animals. Yeah, get a few chickens. You want to have them, so it's okay to have a couple. But then leave yourself time before you go get a lot more livestock to really observe the property, learn about what it has and what it doesn't. And if you're wondering what kind of things to look for, we're going to be covering that in future videos over the next couple weeks, because right now I am in the observation stage of planning this homestead and really figuring out what should we do here, because what we did before at Squash Hollow Farm is not going to work here. Look at that sweet cow. Hi, Luna. Luna loves the camera. She's a little vain cow. What you doing, girl? And that's my warning for all you out there who are excitedly moving on to new homesteads or about to. Take it easy. Slow and steady wins the race with this. So let's go fix some water lines, because at the end of this week, the goats will be here on Homesteading's farm. So thanks for watching this video, and make sure you don't miss out on tomorrow's video where we look at plant snap and see if it is good at identifying poisonous plants or not. And stay tuned this week, because the goats will be here and chaos will ensue.